Hello. Sorry about the late start. As you can imagine, there's a lot of discussion going on. Alright. Well, I had a lot of extra time for this round, and now it's all gone. So fuck it. That will surely not cause future problems. Alright, straight into it. I was planning to swap to JMK for this week, but did not manage to get a full remod done, so I kind of just went back to last week's mods for a lot of stuff. I mean, this has a pretty good hit rate overall, so I'm not like sweating this, but please don't lose a second time in a row. Please. Why is Galaxy of Heroes so small? Better. Even better. Worse. I don't love how this looks. Alright, David, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, man. She's gonna start fearing that I feel like this should be an AoE, but this is actually fucking tough. I don't know what the answer is here. We don't have protection, right? So we shouldn't get feared. Just kidding. Alright, she's dead. I think we're okay. Yeah, Twitch does this cutesy thing where they never let primes roll over, so my prime's just been fucking sitting there half the time. If there was any way to slow roll damage at all, we could actually grab an extra banner, but I don't think Bane knows how to stop once he starts. Alright. Still a bit goofy to have some health on this mod. I mean, the playtest, yes. Defense we don't care about. Terminator we stop a lot of the time. Yeah, I think we just go. I was considering trying to like cut IG-12 for this week, but I don't know, man. Sometimes a 65 could just be a 65, I think. And then that is not a proper DCT, or at least not text for Bo-Katan. Well, that puts us way ahead of schedule. I maybe could have just saved that. We already had days out. That's probably going to be the biggest issue trying to get used to this matchup is needing to play insanely fast, but also needing to not make mistakes. I mean, if we get DCT plus CX2 in the first combo. It's like we're way ahead of schedule at that point. But it's still good practice just to get used to having to play this fast, right? It's like some of the classic off meta for Ray, like gas. You just have to play turbo. Just on principle. Alright, one turn off, we do bam next turn. She might throw us over, actually, I just realized. The assist might help push us back over, I think. Yeah, she's protection modded too. This might cost us some banners if this kills everything. Okay, we need a slow roll now. We need assists. There we go. A potency check. We could maybe just Gar ASE this. Sure. Mandalorian Retribution is pretty much what I want here. Protection and defense as well. Thoughts on the Relic Delta at the moment? Mostly, like, there's like a small part of me that does understand why CJ wants to look at this. But I would also say that if there are certain teams that there is a problem for, I think the community kind of needs to grow up a little bit and realize that the last time there was a balance patch was actually like kind of healthy for the game. Because this is CG, I think, trying to figure out a way to do a balance patch without doing a balance patch, and it's having a way wider impact. Right? Obviously, this feels a lot worse than some characters getting rebalanced, but like, yeah, like Relic Delta probably pretty bad. I don't even like. You could wait. We got full protection. Relic Delta's pretty bad. At least in the current tuning, there is maybe a world where you could imagine if it's like the number I've seen some conversations come to is like 3, 6, 12, 20, but I would say it's not worth implementing at all just from the goodwill loss and frustration that it would cause. Like 3, 6, 12, 20, I don't think a whole lot would actually change, which then begs the question of why do it, but if it has to be done, is kind of where my head is at right now. But like, when I hear that this is being done, my head immediately goes to Zori. It's like, okay, they're trying to go after Zori a little bit. But it's like, I don't. If squads like Zori, and maybe it's targeting like Great Mothers because Spirit just ignores armor and is fucking crazy. Can we just look at those teams instead? But like the last time they did a balance patch, everyone lost their mind. Which, by the way, if you check the scorecard, the last time there was a balance patch, non-GL versus GL came out of that patch buffed. There were more GL killing options after the patch than before. It just wasn't the crowd favorites. It just wasn't weapon tech on Darth Vader. But then we got Gas, right? And Gas versus Rey, like, it almost kind of didn't matter what you did with Rey. If you were a good enough Gas player, it was just kind of it. And I mean, we're still kind of dealing with the shadow of that last balance patch now because they didn't choose to take it away from Night Sister Spirit, which didn't matter up until it did, and now it kind of does. And now, if a Great Mothers is going after your squad, what are you supposed to do? You mod for protection? Your protection gets shut off. You mod for defense? They ignore your defense. Literally, your only recourse is a mod for health, which gets taken away almost immediately. Like, it's... If you're theory crouching for the game, that dynamic is just fucking rancid. It kills anyone from punching up. It depends on the percentage. Like... That number that I saw in some discussions, the 3, 6, 12, 20... I think a lot of stuff would be unchanged but harder, which, like, if you're abstracting out what the target end goal would be, if it has to exist, still doable but harder is maybe a fine place to be. Like, think of it this way. When you're doing, like, Zoe versus Rey and Rey ults, are your characters surviving by, like, 20% health, or are you able to get more? Are you able to mod for more, or are you able to datacron for more? Because you don't have to mod for damage in that matchup. Exposes just obliterate everything. So all of your mod budget is either going to speed or is going to surviving Rey ults. If you then factor in 40% defense crowns, game over. Squads like Zori and Night Sisters don't care about 40% defense. Which, it kind of goes back to my original point, right? If these squads are problematic, I would almost say another balance patch is warranted rather than Relic Delta. Carefully into club. If people want to operate in bad faith, they can do whatever the fuck they want. They're going to do it regardless. I already put out the entire list of feedback. They can go read it if they want. But I don't think they know how to read. What are we doing here? But yeah, basically all it boils down to is, like, is there a problem? And I would say at the moment, yeah, there kind of is a problem. Zori is kind of fucking crazy. Great Mothers are kind of just a kill button for a hell of a lot of squads. Like, it was actually a small W to find out that Hondo actually kind of grieves Great Mothers, because I was sure as shit, given the recent track record, I was sure expecting for Hondo to also die to Great Mothers, just like everything else does. But yeah, to then translate into a systemic change that impacts everything is, like, I don't know. No, I do know. It's not ideal. Right, I put the list of feedback so I can read it. It's on my Discord, in the general chat. Just like 20 misses up last I saw. You haven't seen backlash like this in all your life? Someone who's been around for a while, it actually happens pretty often. I'm not saying that as like as it's a good thing, but the game has quote unquote died like 10 times. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Sorry, I'm so focused on the topic. I'm not focusing on JAC, and we're in a speed JAC. We're the fuck down. I have not been holding Jedi all season. I don't know what the fuck I want to do with Jedi. I mean, they've got stacking offense, but I don't know, man. Could we just do a little something like this? Why Jedi Vanguards, actually? No. This level of outrage ever. I mean, I would point to Datacrons as, like, roughly equal. It's not a fun period to go through, period, but, like, I don't know. like, to me right now, all that's going through my head is like, so where is the initiative coming from, and like how firmly drawn is the line in the sand? I kind of wish I had bears here or something. Like, we could go defense, but I feel like it's more so protection. Something like this. I know Basilisk shielding scales with health, but that would be kind of self-fitting against Malik. I feel like these banners will still end up being messy. But maybe that's just life. Only that is enough. I'm not really worried about living. I'm worried about them dying. Okay, whatever. We'll just spread both. Yeah, right, just warranted. Oh, it's absolutely warranted. I'm basically trying to operate from already assuming that, and then like, okay, well, where do we go from there? Like, what is the core problem being looked at? Is there any way that it could be addressed, whether it's through Relic Delta or via other means, like the balance patch, that can possibly deal with it? Right? I mean, I don't know. I come from a lot of competitive games where balance patches are just a normal thing. Galaxy of Heroes being a game where you invest resources has seriously clouded that dynamic. And people freak the fuck out whenever CG tries to balance anything. Even if the thing is like clearly broken, they're like, right? It's the problem with stuff being immediately payable with money. But like, okay, so knowing that's an issue, it's like, well, what options does CG have exactly? Right? CG isn't able or even allowed by the community to do a balance patch to profundity against exec. So instead they have to make Rogue One, because that's just how things work. Like, Rogue One is literally just a walking balance patch. I don't think Joy would crit, but I'm gonna aim over here regardless, just in case. But yeah, I would say, like, look at games like Helldivers where the communities are begging for a health patch for extremely different reasons, to be clear. But I look at, you know, CG doesn't do a change like this if they don't think there's a problem. And so if they think there's a problem, like, that would speak to maybe we do just need health patches, and the community does just need to accept that, hey, this is the only game I've ever been in where balanced, well, okay, they're like, Helldivers, it's because I already said the name. Helldivers, for whatever reason, hates the idea of enemies getting buffed. So I can't say that there are no other games that I've been in that fear balance patches, but competitive games with competitive modes, that statement is true. It's more or less what I expected. Not easy to say protection without JK. Alright, Hondo is down. We will have to kill him today. They ran with Kixkron with no kicks. Relic Delta has been presented as the best way to go about fixing it. I mean, the numbers are, like, cartoonishly high, right? It's just a question of, like, what does the game look like if it's, like, 20, and does that need to exist? Pretty much, so far, I haven't actually given CG, my thoughts on pretty much just mouthpiecing for the community, and the community's thoughts are largely my thoughts. I just haven't talked about the balance patch stuff because it's not really on message for what I think matters right now. I don't know, maybe I should bring up the balance patch idea, but like, it just kind of seems like not what matters right now. Bring it up for sure. I can bring it up soon. I just don't want it to distract from what everyone's saying. All right, so we did this off the cuff last time, and then I realized inadvertently later that like, wait, isn't this actually like not a good matchup normally? But because we have Turbo Starkiller, I guess this shit just flies. Do we need defense though? We're not critting all that often. Yeah, something like this probably. The rate of relic acquisition is to increase so that many people can catch up. Yeah, I agree. So yep, Starkiller goes first. And then that Foresight's annoying. Credit where it's due. Fuck you too, buddy. Still no shock. Shock acquired. I think I made a rut, it looks like. Do we care at all? No. Why am I even looking at it? I'll be honest, I just hadn't really fought that many Seer owners. Just every other fucking mother always held Seer against me that I felt a lot of pressure running into Seer owners for the first time with this matchup, but like, goddamn, man. Knowing that this just works now is like insane value add. We definitely need to save Volta. I think Mara's cycling back again. It feels like she does not have it. Alright. Well, fuck me then. We have DI, so we actually do want Maul to fire off now. You may fire when ready, sir. Well done. I think we just continue to chill for now. I think we ult on crew since he can't really chip us out. Mace basic throwing out a shocking amount of heat. Alright, bud. You don't know how they would manage a catch-up mechanic? I mean, to some degree, we've already started to see it, right? I'll be perfectly honest with you. In terms of catch-up right now, I'm actually way more concerned about how the hell people are ever going to catch up on mods than anything else. I know mods aren't like the sexy hot topic, but if we're talking truly catching up to us, the modding is the thing that is just like an insurmountable wall of time. Like, obviously, relics are also a treadmill that is just like time must pass for your relic income to come in. But it seems like CG is already starting to figure out a lot of the stuff regarding gear and relic increases. Right, I have no idea what uh Smuggler's Run 3 is going to give, but like literally just imagine if Smuggler's Run 3 is just like signal data type shit. Just like, hey, here's like 75, 100. That's probably cartoonishly high, but like something like that, right? Just like, right, so Smuggler's Run 3 is normally a mod system, but like you could easily imagine, yeah, hey, here's more relics. And in my opinion, at this point, like CG has already not been focused on the end game for a while. That they've been focusing on systems for mid game players and people who are into the game to help them catch up. Like, Smuggler's Run 3 means pretty different stuff to an endgame player who pretty much already has everything at R 7, 8, 9 than like obviously everyone needs signal data, but in a lot of game players' cases, it's going in way less impactful stuff that it'd be going on for new players that it would help them reach a better baseline to compete from. Alright, we are not doing immediate power waving. We are not doing immediate power waving. We are not doing immediate power waving. Oh, there's still my Mata. Oh, fuck. We're just never doing power wave, probably. What did I use? The team removal? God damn, that is a squishy rain. What the hell? Well, this is happening. All I would do is inflate the relics. But keep in mind, like, endgame players are already at the point where, like, almost their entire roster is Relic 9. So there's nowhere for the inflation to really go at this point. It's more so just a backstop for everyone else to catch up to. So, like, would it be that bad for relics to become more accessible at this point? Fucking out. I would like more bulk now, please. Whirlwind, decoy dies. We are susceptible. This would like Qui-Gon taunt, and Qui-Gon should be able to take it. But there's CI here, which is kind of a fucking bummer. The turns just aren't lining up how we would want it. Yeah, fuck you too, Ben. Is this ever just slam AoE right now? Alright, we have a Reds. You fuck off. Forever. A million damage. Temple Guard on Bad Batch? Not sure I see the angle. What do I want to try? I held lay-ins here for this, but maybe we just try this. Yeah, no Hondo should make this team way easier. Let's just get the first night. Actually, might have been a little bit bad to one-shot him. We lost a lot of Terminator for killing him in one hit. Alright, if we don't want to lose our stacks, we need to be a little bit careful about how we do this. Job done. The problem is we're killing them so effectively that we're not getting turn meter. No talent swap with Rolocron, we should be so overkill that we don't need it, but Rolocron is just easy mode. Although if it's not Temple Guard here, then what is it? Divas a Divas? Oh, buddy. I'm afraid you chose poorly. Wait, this is actually kind of sick for this matchup. I don't know if the healing immunity can be resisted, though. KB more better than Mason? No, I really doubt it. KB is good for the squad, but I don't think KB lead really changes anything. You want the investigation mechanic. I guess we could just kill it, maybe. I thought the damage reduction and defense would, like, stop us, but I was not... Yeah, he's just dying. We're just okay. Maybe we do kill it without ult. Depo, show yourself. Thank you. Appreciate your help. I think this kills, but do we want Jocasta just running free? Do what you must. -1. Thorogun? Yeah, she did the Saving Private Ryan. Greed into ult. Just kidding, apparently. We're just doing this raw dog. Alright. What's an ult anyway? How are we on time? 3:42, 18 minutes. Well, I want to test something here, but I don't want to lose. I'm just gonna Zarya it then. Fuck it. Just kidding, apparently. The prank was on me all along. I'm not gonna do the undersized test then. I don't know. That seems vaguely like something. I don't fucking know what's for this shit at all, man. Am I blind? Yes. Am I fast? Probably not. We could just go this, or we go light side TM. Probably just do that. Sorry, banners are recoverable, banners don't matter today. Isn't it kind of bad to stunlock him, though? Like, we kind of wanted him to just go off on Jin, right? Couldn't this lead to problems later? Dog, I'm not a layer player. Fucking... Oh, they had TM too. I see. He did not die. Oh, Jin still did what she was supposed to. She only dispels attackers. That went down shockingly easy. Die now, please. Well, that sucked ass. The hard counter countered hard. We could just overkill. Let's just get through today. In the interest of time, where resistance? Oh, she had advantage. I probably could have just popped ETMG proper, huh? Hey, what's up, Bones? Welcome, everyone. All right, I am also not a Zori gamer, but apparently a lack of Cal is. Oh wait, DTMG was a fucking seer counter. I've... Can you tell that I'm a seer gamer or lack thereof? Trey against DTMG? Probably not. Probably just gonna do this. Because of the TM removal on swap. Right. Does DTMG just ban JKL from ever taking turns? Apparently the answer is yes. Nightcrow needs to perish. We need to not call Herbert Yoda. Apparently this is just extremely cursed. Oh, that was a waste of time. I might actually lose on time now. The cross are actually successfully self-targeted. Alright, glad we could sort that out. Maybe we'll be okay on time. I want to two-man this so badly, but we're not fucking losing today because of it. I don't know if I've played this against Hounds too specifically. I don't know if that changes anything. Do I actually want Rogue One called in? I think we maybe don't. Maybe we do. This is the Outrider call. Maybe I should have done heal. I think I would have had ult if I had done heal. Yeah, we would. Unfortunate. I think the best team for Hondo on 5v5 is definitely you just want OG Hondo with Silva Omicron, and when it's available, the Pirate 24 Crown at minimum with OG Hondo 9. And past that, I'm not entirely sure for the fifth between Brutus and SM33, but I got a hold today, so points for Brutus. I mean, my feeling of the matter once Maz got out is he probably cut SM33 because I'm sure Maz would be happy to have him, and Brutus under Maz wouldn't really do terribly much. I gotta like, I know. We're going. Actually, isn't this slightly better? Doesn't matter, we just need to go. -1 attack for aiming here. Book you too. Fine. Okay. Last one. Massive pain in the ass. Alright. Another happy landing. Good game to Hovenian. Bad game to DCMG, apparently. I mean, credit where it's due. That was a decently scrappy showing out of him. I probably shouldn't use Seer against the team that was literally printed to try to deal with Seer. Maybe that's a hot take. Bad Batch Blood, like, for what else? I feel like we picked up more than we lost. I guess Jedi probably bled some Amalgus. Gungan should have been 65 on Bad Batch. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to banners by the time that we got to Leia. I think we finished with 65 on Starkiller versus Seer. We got 67 on Rey. So where are we missing banners from then? Maybe the JML versus DTMG versus the Messi thing. -4, +4. Question mark. -0 +3, I want to say. Sorry, -1, -2, question mark. Overall, we're efficient. It's just the stuff that I didn't have a plan for that made us bleed a bit. I guess Leia with Jin. The Jin is like 0 health protection, right? So maybe that's always -2. That game, Horvath. I don't know if you saw that DTM fight, but it was like the hardest fighting DTMG I've seen. There was a good like 30 seconds a minute where I thought JML was also going to lose and cost me the entire match. But yeah, I think right now OG Hondo. Obviously, a bunch of people are gonna just be on Kicks crying not have set 24 yet, but like even if you don't have set 24, I still think it's OG Hondo just because he works so well with Silva. I just go so fast I couldn't get record back. That too. But oh, man, it's a bigger problem with Rilocron because you just ramp so fucking hard. I don't think we would have had that problem without Rilocron, but knowing what I know now, I don't think. Like we might have been able to bad batch this one without Rilocron today. A, we just needed to blend for the sake of time, but B, like it's easier said than done. It's very easier said than done. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I like. Is there a way through that shit? Like maybe if you just mark on Hondo, but I don't remember if Hondo all cleanses. It does not. Maybe you could try that way. Babas just aren't technically a very good team for getting back full banners easily. Hmm. That is actually technically true. If we run Wrecker 1 plus OG Echo, we could get full banners on 3 people pretty easily. Let's keep that in mind. Like, if you're already using the I win button with Rolocron, what did you just... Take that. Take it and run. I mean, well, record did go captive, was the other problem. Wait, no, I remembered it was 61, and I thought it was 61 because everyone's missing protection. No, we literally just couldn't make target practice because record was dead, and we couldn't bring it back to life because everyone just kept getting one shot. Yeah, you're right. That's a crazy problem to have. I think I threw Hunter, but the problem is you can't even just like Hunter basic, right? Literally, no matter what you do, the wrath falls upon them. Like fucking, you can't slow roll with Rologron. Well, the one thing I can tell you, my wrecker, as I said, I did not get this week's mods in, so I had to make some concessions to get Hondo proper modded, or at least proper enough. Let me tell you, it all came from somewhere, and that's somewhere one of the people stole it from was Wrecker. So my Wrecker today, crit damage, crit avoidance Wrecker. Maybe. I couldn't tell you, but maybe there's a reason why my Wrecker died today, and maybe he wouldn't have died under normal circumstances. Hey, we were under the gun, man. You do what you gotta do. My Hondo got modded. My Hondo got a hold, I think. That doesn't show holds. Yeah. Don't know what was used, but we'll take it. Badger race spotted. God, did I actually do Badger right? I don't know. It was. Did I pull JMK though? I don't. JMK is back on defense, I guess. I was like fucking Barris was supposed to get moved out of raid too, and I don't know. You have already put more thought into this raid team than I have, but I don't know. If it's gonna be in, it might as well be in, right? All right. Why is it always so loud? Man, I feel like I need a new playlist for fighting games. Well, I made it on a plot. I am in Emeralds. And I get the feeling Emerald is roughly where I should be. Because I'm pretty much stuck here at the moment. So until I get better, here I shall stay. That's right, messing with me is funny. The problem is, he's probably, like, the way most people play it, they play it with POW plus Echo, which I think reduces the chances of scamming them this way, because, what, they're gonna cooldown increase turn 1, Echo AoE turn 1, and POW AoE, probably, and then just kill Batcher turn 2. So, like, well, or would that work? Cooldown increase into Ray lock turn 1, but my Batcher is, like, probably not health and bulk modded. You would have to make sure that the Batcher doesn't get one shot. It would have to go into DI specifically to try to get that extra turn. If your Badger can go into lock when he's golden increased, into... Is nobody on yet? 4 o'clock? Or is it just this rank? Was that swap? I got swapped. We just swapped. The problem is when I change my title, I'm pretty sure it fucks with the VODs too. Oh, it's a Juggernaut player. Fucked up my parry. Could I hit a combo today correctly? Good blocks. Why the fuck am I dropping so many hits there? This is crazy. Good. Damn. Not bad. Hmm. Nah, fucking screwed up. Again, why did I drop that? It appears I'm stuck. Just kidding. Two instant matches. Oh, yeah, they know the wake up. Okay, the fact that I'm full screen and don't get the parry, I need to remember that. They would be dead right now if I was in range. Oh! Why did I spend that? Oh, that was very bad. What in the fuck? Hi, baby boy. Everybody's. He's laying on my head. Stop fucking. I'm gonna lose, man. Buzzy. You dork. You big potato. Are you happy now? This is about the best arrangement I'm gonna get out of this. Look. Happen. Lay down in bed. All right. Well, I feel like we would have won that, or at least it was extremely close. A sidekick Braum player? Holy shit. I know, baby. All right. It's probably just relying on a couple of moves, so if we can get comfortable against it, we'll be fine. Buddy. I know, man. Soon. I don't understand why I can't hit through the shields. I dashed back twice and still got hit. That seems crazy to me. I know. I was only blocked. I don't know, man. Okay, there's a takeover happening. What's up, dudes? Is it food time? Hey, looks. I did a cat cabin. I didn't figure something out. Okay. Alright. They're beating the shit out of each other. Probably gonna call it here. Thanks for that. Good rounds. Yeah. Fix it from the shit. Probably continue. Alright. I gotta get out of here. Y'all take care. Almost the weekend. Just keep going. Stay safe. Be well. Peace out.